There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Fugazi perhaps. 13 songs, the record. Now we're getting into the material that I'm completely unaware of. I was speaking about Ian MacKaye on the last one, because if you've just joined me at this point, I was a really big Minor Threat fan, really enjoyed Minor Threat, especially in comparison to, you know, the majority of the sounds I've come across from that particular period of the American punk rock sort of shindig. I preferred them a lot more to Black Flag, I can tell you that for certain. A little more in your face, 40-second, 50-second song, 2 chords, 3 chords, catchy numbers. They just couldn't go wrong as far as my particular taste was concerned. One of their songs came up in a playlist. I crashed my car years back, and I was listening. I had my girlfriend at the time in the passenger seat. It wasn't anything too hectic, but you know, you don't want to do that over and over again, do you? I was listening to Minor Threat at the time, so I've not put them on since. If it wasn't for like trauma, it's also just because like I don't want to invite that energy back into my life, in all honesty. So I really liked Minor Threat. I never really liked it so much for Ian MacKaye. I was never too fussed on Ian MacKaye. There's not many characters around that time I really was bothered about, but I had a Minor Threat song come on, Filler it's called. I just don't think it aged very well, in all honesty. Anti-religion song, it's all in your head. Filler, you're full of religion, you're full of shit, or whatever the lyrical content is. And given that they were young, it's completely understandable. And you know, we are listening to punk rock music, and I do like controversial music, most definitely, and we listen to a lot of metal and so forth. And I'm not religious, but having that come up on the playlist years after me listening to the band, you know, I thought, this hasn't aged too well. Although it's a great tune, energy-wise, you know, momentum-wise, it really ticks all the right boxes for me. Lyrically speaking, it comes with a naivety I don't necessarily care too much about. And I didn't really go into any other tracks other than that. I've heard a few bands cover straight edge, like Slapshot, on one of their more recent records that came up. They did a really good cover of that, to be fair with you. And that's about it. So let's get into this new material, 13 songs. Bulldog front. I don't know what to expect, but hey, if we're dealing with the same individuals who put Waiting Room together, I'm sure it's going to be pretty good, hopefully. Let's check it out. What I was saying in Waiting Room as well is I think Ian MacKaye suits this band more than Minor Threat. It just sounds like a cooler band. So this isn't Ian MacKaye doing the vocals on this one, is it? Has he played an instrument in this band, or does he just front the band? I've never seen him with an instrument in his hands. Guy Picciotto. And then on the chorus he's joined by Ian MacKaye. This was put out in '89, so I said earlier, Waiting Room was a precursor to that New York hardcore, like riffing you got in the more metal infused bands, but it was the exact same time we were getting that sort of stuff. 1989, somebody says the Billboard Top 5 that year was Look Away by Chicago, My Prerogative by Bobby Brown, Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison, Paula Abdul with Straight Up, and Janet Jackson with Miss You So Much. Anybody got any favourites in there? Every Rose Has Its Thorn as a single, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What a great song that is. I think that's a fantastic song. Quite an abrupt ending. I thought we were going to escalate to something there. Potentially we escalate into Badmouth. Maybe we blend it in. It was an interesting song. I didn't think that was that good, in all honesty. A lot of people saying ahead of their time in the comment section. So let's keep on moving. Let's see what Badmouth's saying. We've got a lot more views on this one. This one might tickle me a bit better.